Good morning. Today is an awesome day because we finally have all 10 of our horses and mules on our new property. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a minute, several minutes, and introduce the whole herd so that you guys kind of know who we're working with this summer. Oh, but first, we need to introduce the puppies.
Oh my gosh. What in the world? What are you doing? You're being so crazy. Oh gosh, you're so itchy. Really? So we have two crazy puppies. This is Squirrel and Yeti. Yeti is a 6-year-old German wire hair pointer. We've had her since she was a little puppy. We got pick of the litter and we picked little Yeti. She is a good girl. She's a little bit crazy. Her parents are both really good bird dogs, but we never put Yeti through training, and so she's just a chicken pointer is all she's good for.
Chicken pointer.
She has a lot of natural instinct, but has never had any formal training when it comes to hunting birds. So she just goes along on trail rides with us, and yeah, she's a great dog. Then we have Squirrel, who is going to be 4 years old this fall. He's a little mini Aussie, and we don't know what Squirrel's good for. He's just good for companionship is all.
He's good at looking cute.
He's very cute. He's got crazy eyes. He's a very good boy. Where'd your sister go? And he actually really can keep up with us quite well in the mountains. Come here so they can see you. He does really good. Even though he's a chunky little guy, he does really good. And he's itchy right now. Oh, he's so itchy. Yeah. And he's cute because he can, oh, come here. Can you come around here? Oh gosh. Right. You almost looked me in the eyeball. Sit. Ready? Wait. Stay right there. You're too close. Can you wave? Too close. All right, now we're gonna go meet all of our horses and mules. And these two crazies can go run around. Huh? Yeah, let's go. Hi, Bob. Hi, Bobbies. Maybe we're going to talk about how amazing you are. How amazing you are, how great you are, how handsome you are.
So be on your best behavior. At least probably 20 people will watch this.
Yes. Be seen by tens of people.
Check out this angle.
So does it make my head look big? So the equine we're going to start with. First off, I want to say we've had some comments of why do we say equine? It's because we have both horses and mules and we don't want to discriminate. And also, it takes a lot longer to say horse and mule instead of equine, so we just call them equines. But our first equine is a mule. This is Clyde. We've had Clyde for 5 years now. We got him when he was just a 4-year-old. He had 60 days riding on him. He was very green. He was very spooky at things. He liked to buck. He liked to bolt.
Oh, Clyde.
Yes, didn't you? There was a time where I wasn't really sure why I had purchased him. But he's amazing now. So we've spent the last 5 years really working hard on stuff, and he's really getting to be a very good mule. He's kind of one of our just steady eddies now. We let our little nieces ride him. So he is a 9-year-old John mule. He's about 15 2-hands tall, and his mom was a cutting bred American quarter horse and his dad was a donkey. So for those of you that don't know, mules are a hybrid cross between a horse and a donkey, and they always come from a horse mama and a donkey dad. If you have, oh, you got flies, okay. If you have a hinny, that would be from a donkey mama and a horse dad, so not the same thing. Very similar, but not quite the same thing. So we've chosen mules because they're so sure-footed and they really have a lot of self-preservation, and They get the reputation of being stubborn, but that's just because they really watch out for themselves. And in turn, that means they also watch out for their riders in the mountains. So we have ridden Clyde in some really, really rugged, crazy places, and I trust him with my life 100%. So he's a good boy. Yeah.
I thought it would be really fun to share, like maybe your proudest moment that you can think of with each of your animals.
So Clyde, just because we have worked so hard on things and he's really come a long way. Like Clyde was so scared of cows when we first got him that if you ran into him up in the mountains, he would spin and bolt the other direction. So it was pretty dangerous really to ride him around cows. But this past year we went to Tyven's Mule Week, and Clyde won a belt buckle in the cow working and in the trail competition, which also had cows in it, the ranch trail competition. And then he won the all round. So Clyde won this belt buckle right here. And it meant a lot because we've really worked hard over the years just getting him to be a better riding mule, and he's come a long way. So it was really cool to see all that hard work come together when we put it to the test. One more segment, which is nicknames, because all of our equines have, you got dirt on your nose, a ton of nicknames. So his name is Clyde, but we started calling him Clyde or Bob, sometimes Clyde or Blob, and that turned to Bob or Blob or Blobby Light or Blobby White or the Great White Donkalo. Sometimes we call him Punk because sometimes he's a punk. I'm sure he has more nicknames than that, but that's about all I can think of right now. You too. Hey.
We'll get to you in a minute.
Yeah, we'll get to you in a minute, whoever you are. So those are mostly, Bob's probably his most used nickname. So if you ever hear us call Bob, this guy Bob, it's not two different mules, it's the same mule. Good boy, Clyde.
All right, next up is my mule. So this is my mule, Riata, spelled R-E-A-T-A, which a lot of people ask what in the world that means, or they think she's named Rihanna. But it's Riata, and a Riata is a 4-strand, usually braided rope that buckaroos or vaqueros used for roping cattle. So she's a very Spanish looking mule, so we went with a good Spanish name, Riata. So Riata is a quarter horse mule. So her mama was a quarter horse and her dad was a jack donkey, and she is right at 14.3 hands tall. And thank goodness she is a pretty stout built mule, because that's just about the minimum for height that we would like to ride. Yeah, we picked up Riata in Utah, 5 years ago, I think. So just about 2 months after we got Clyde, we went down there and got Riata, and she is my absolute dream mule. I always liked these dun colored mules with the leg barring and stuff. I just think they're the prettiest things ever. And so when she came up for sale, we were like, we're on our way, we'll check her out. So when we got down to Utah to pick her up, we realized that she was not treated super well by her previous owner. So she and I have gone through a lot getting her to where she is now, but now she's just super reliable and a good mountain mule.
It's not your turn yet, ma'am. You're coming up next. Patience.
So my proudest moment with Riata was actually shortly after we got her. Her owners had told us that she will not cross water, and that was one of the main reasons they were getting rid of her. So we were living in Swan Valley, Idaho, and we took her out to a little trailhead that had a creek at it, and we just did groundwork and just trying to get her to step in the water. And at first she would not put her foot in. She was just terrified of it. But eventually that day, we actually got her to where she not only put her feet in the water, but she actually went all the way across. So that was probably my proudest moment, and that was when I realized, like, hey, we're gonna make it. It might take some time, but she does have it in her to be a really good mountain mule. And man, these last 5 years with her have been just awesome. You could tell she has a really sweet personality, even though she's pretty shy. But if you get her by herself where she's not getting picked on by the other horses and mules, she's just awesome. I really do love her. She's a special mule. I'm really thankful for her.
Riata's like, I think I should be the star still.
She's like, I'm the original pretty one.
Are you getting her back for ruining your shot? So next up we have definitely our flashiest mule. Jason will tell you his is the flashiest, but this one right here, this is the flashiest. This is our half giraffe, half donkey. I'm just kidding. Her mom was a Appaloosa mare, and her dad was a Dun Jack. And little Josie here is probably right at 14 hands now, and she's gonna be turning 4 years old this summer. She's definitely a little on the smaller side, and so mules do tend to grow slower than horses do. And so even though she's a 4-year-old, she'll probably still grow a little bit more. And so we've just kind of been waiting, seeing if she's gonna get big enough for us to ride, because we really love Josie. So Josie is a Marley mule, which is a female mule. She came from Utah. I actually saw her on a classified ad, but they wanted a lot of money for her, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's the cutest, prettiest little mule I've ever seen. And but there was no way we were going to spend that much money on her. And then her ad got taken down, and I was bummed, but there was no way we were going to spend that much. And then, so around 6 to 8 months later, her ad actually came back up, and he had cut her price in half, and it was still sort of spendy, but we were like, well, let's go look at her. And as soon as we went down there and looked at her, we were like, yeah, we're going to take this mule home. So Josie was basically unhandled. She had a little bit of a bad experience with her first haltering, but other than that, she hadn't really been touched. So we actually had to just run her up a cattle alley into the trailer because there was no way you're getting a halter on her. But she has turned out to be such a nice little mule. And probably my proudest moment of Josie so far is this past fall. We took her up into the mountains, and we've packed her a little bit, but Jason got a muzzleloader bull elk. So he shot a bull, and we needed to pack out all the meat, and so we took her and one of our other equines up there, and she packed out the 2 front shoulders and the antlers and did awesome. And so I was really, really proud of her.
That was cool.
Yeah, it was such a cool experience, and just seeing our equines finally doing the job that we've kind of like planned for them to do for so long was really cool. So we'll keep packing her a little bit. She's old enough now we can really start packing her. That was our plan this summer, but we got busy with moving to this lease, and so that's kind of our next step, is just packing her a lot. And then if she gets big enough for us to ride, then we'll start her under saddle. So, but Josie's an awesome girl. She's very sweet. She's very spunky. She's very spicy. I think the giraffe. What other nicknames do we have for her?
Oh yeah, I didn't share any nicknames for Riata.
Riata, you don't have any shared nicknames?
Just Riata Donk.
Donkey, mostly. Riata Donk. That's about it. Elephant lips.
Yeah, elephant lips.
Because she always is reaching for treats with her big giant elephant lips. Like an elephant trunk. Yeah. Jojo Potato.
Yeah.
Those are about all her nicknames.
Jose. We call her Jose all the time.
Yep. But that's Josie. Very flashy, very pretty, very sweet and sassy. Still a baby. Good girl.
All right, next up, we have our first short ear. This is Mesa. So Mesa is a draft cross. She's 5/8 Percheron and 3/8 quarter horse. And she is, let's see, she just turned 2. So she's a 2-year-old mare or filly, whatever you want to call her. And she's gonna be my mountain mare. They say it's really handy if you pack mules to have a mare in camp, because those mules will kind of bond up to that mare. And so that's the plan for Mesa. So Mesa's probably actually pushing 15 hands already, but she has a lot of growing to do. Alyssa did the string test on her, and which kind of estimates how tall they'll be when they're full grown, and it showed 16.3-ish, which is giant, but that's all right. It's nice to have a big mountain horse. That way I could ride her and wear my backpack and stuff like that, and she'll...
You're wondering why she looks grumpy. It's because she's looking at this one. So Mesa's like, very friendly.
She's like, you're kind of in my personal space to Marley.
Oh my gosh, Mesa. Mesa, you're on camera. Can you not be grumpy?
Yeah, come on. I'm about to tell everyone how sweet you are.
Yeah.
So in all seriousness, Mesa is super sweet and super chill. She's exactly what I want for a mountain mare. She has the size and the personality, and so she's one of our keepers. We're gonna keep her for good, and I'll be riding her and packing Riata here pretty soon. I'll always ride Riata, but I'll probably switch to mostly be riding Mesa. I'll start her next year at the TS Mules Colt Starting Clinic. So she'll be 3 next year, and she'll be ready to be started under saddle. So a little bit of background about Mesa. She came from an outfitting family in western Wyoming, and they have a long line of breeding mountain horses, and they ran basically a deer and elk hunting outfit in some really cool rugged country. So that's what Mesa's bloodline has done, and that's what we plan to do with little Macy here. So since we got Mesa, she has been a little accident prone. It all started when she fractured her coffin bone right after we got her. We don't know if it was kicking a panel or what, but she fractured her little coffin bone on her back white foot there. And thankfully we have a great vet, and he got her all fixed up. But then last summer, she got out while we were away filming TS Mules clinics, and somehow while she was running around the neighborhood, she ripped a big chunk of her face off. You can kind of see she ripped from right there, a big triangle thing all the way down here. So Alyssa stayed home basically all last summer, doctoring that after the vet stitched it up, trying to minimize scarring and get that thing to heal up, and it looks really good. As you can tell, you can kind of barely see it now. It says to Marley, get away. So my proudest moment with Mesa, we haven't done a whole lot yet, to be completely honest. We've been just kind of letting her grow and loving on her and just kind of doing some gentling stuff. But she actually came down to Utah to TS Mules Mule Week, and she did incredibly well. We had her there. There was all kinds of hoopla and commotion going on, and she was in the pen with Riata. And she was just calm as could be, watching little kids running around, people moving mules back and forth and hauling trailers around. And she just settled right in and didn't mind it a bit. So that was hopefully a sign of things to come. She seems to have that really laid back personality that we're looking for. And so yeah, that was probably my proudest moment so far. But there will be more big moments to come soon, starting her next year. So one thing I forgot to mention is Mesa was born on the day of a total solar eclipse, and she has an eclipse marking on her forehead. So that's pretty cool. We thought about naming her something like Eclipse or Luna or something like that, but I like to go with Riata. I like Mesa and Riata. I feel like they go good together. So, but yeah, she has a really cool star that looks just like a solar eclipse. Oh yeah, I also forgot nicknames. So for Mesa, we call her Mace. We call her Macy Face. That's mostly all that I call her. Yeah. Mesa, Mace, and Macy Face. Macy Face fits because she ripped her face off once.
She's like, yeah, I did that.
Like, yeah, that one time that was messed up.
Oh, we can laugh about it now.
Yeah, it was not fun at the time.
No.
We got a picture while we were broke down on the pass between Montana and Idaho saying Mesa got out, it's really bad, she ripped her face all the way to the bone.
Yeah.
So that was not fun. We were not laughing then. But since it healed up and she's good to go, now we can laugh to keep from crying.
Yep.
Bear with us, we're almost to the halfway point. It's pretty good when you make a 30-minute video introducing all your equines. That's when you know you're super fortunate.
Hi, buddy. So this is Rooster, and he is a 4-year-old wild Mustang. He is from the Twin Peaks herd management area out of California. We adopted him at the Litchfield BLM corrals. We picked him out of like 900 horses that were available, and we looked through all of them and eventually decided on Mr. Rooster here, and he has been amazing. So we got him last March. So we've had him a little over a year now, and we've started him under saddle. He's packed some. He's traveled to a few clinics. He's just done a lot of things already and has been a really good boy. So Rooster's around 15 hands tall, and he's probably pretty close to being mature. He might grow a little bit more. His coloring would be a bay dun. So these marks right here is almost like a transverse stripe, but they're just primitive dun markings coming out. He's got the big dorsal stripe, and then he's got a little cobbing down on his legs. And yeah, we think he's an absolutely beautiful boy, even though he's just a brown Mustang. Rooster was my first Mustang I ever adopted. Ever since I was a little kid, I really wanted to adopt one, and we just never either had the facility or the time at the same time. And so finally, last year I was like, you know what, we're just gonna go for it, and went and adopted Rooster, and he has been awesome. I have so many proud moments with him because really he's just taken everything in stride. Like, there's only been a couple times where he's had a little bit of a breakdown. Other than that, he's just really handled everything really, really well. But one of my proudest moments was the same trip we took Josie on to go pack out an elk. We actually took Rooster on. We'd only had him for 6 to 7 months, somewhere in there at the time, and he packed out both hindquarters off that elk off the mountain with us, and that was the first time he'd ever packed meat. It was really one of his first times packing other than just some light panniers up in the mountains. So he did so good. He kept it together even though he was a little nervous about packing meat, and he just did awesome. So I'm really proud of him. And yeah, I haven't ridden him a ton just because he is still a baby, but he's in his 4-year-old year now, and so we're gonna keep continuing riding him and do a lot more mountain riding with him now that he's mature. So now that we have some time and our move down here to the lease, then we've got lots of plans. Huh, buddy? Yeah. Sweet boy. Good boy.
Does he have any nicknames?
Nicknames for Rooster. We call him Roosty a lot. I don't really know any other nicknames. Roosty.
La Primera.
La Primera, Spanish Mustang, Riata.
Photobomb.
Smile.
Kind of.
Smile.
Nailed it.
He's still learning, but he tries. Tazzy man. Hello, buddy. Josie. Joes. No. So this is Taz. He is an 8-year-old registered blazer horse, but his mama was part Appy, part quarter horse, and his dad is a registered blazer stallion. Taz is right at 16.1 hands tall, so he's a pretty big boy. Taz came to us kind of unexpectedly. Our neighbors actually owned him, and Taz had a lot of anxiety, and so they offered him to us hoping that we could help him out with that anxiety. And that's why we ended up with Taz. Ignore this. As far as our proudest moment with Taz, it was probably just recently when our nieces came out. He was so good with those little girls running around and stuff like that. And we just held him up on his back, and he was super sweet with them. He has so many good qualities to him, even though he is pretty anxious under saddle. So we did find out that Taz had some pretty bad ulcer issues. We took him in and checked a lot of things through our vet, and so since treating him for ulcers, he's gotten a lot better on a lot of things. He's gained some weight. He just looks like he's looking better. He also seems like he's feeling a lot better. So our plan with Taz is to work with him for a while until we feel like he's gonna be successful in his new home, and then we'll rehome him at that point. As far as nicknames goes, we call him Tazzy Man a lot, Tazimoto, Tasmania. I think that's probably all of his nicknames. Huh.
T-Money.
T-Money. I'd never called you T-Money in my life.
Neither have I.
Yeah.
T-Swizzle.
He really is a sweet boy. Aren't you? Yes.
He is. Taz is an interesting one because he's so chill and so calm and loving. And then when you put a saddle on him, that's when the anxiety comes out. So once we get him over that hump, he's gonna be just amazing. And he's showing signs that he is improving. So
Yep.
now that we have all the animals here, we should be able to start working with him even more consistently, and we're excited to see how he improves.
Good boy. And for those of you who have not watched a lot of Taz's videos, we've got him chiropracted, his saddle fits, all that stuff. His anxiety, I think, was stemming from when he was started as a 2-year-old. The trainer was just really hard on him, and so that's when his anxiety started. And unfortunately, I think that kind of did a number on him mentally, and so we've just got to work through that and show him that having a rider on his back is not a bad thing, and we're not going to expect too much out of him. So he's coming along, but it's going to be a slow process. Good girl. Whoa, Hummer. Little Hummer. So this is Honey, and she is a 5-year-old Mustang from the South Steens HMA out of Oregon. We've had Honey for, I think, going on 5 months now, somewhere in there. And she has been definitely the toughest horse I've ever worked with, as far as just being not only sensitive and reactive, but she's just been very different as well. Just her mentality, and she's just not like a normal horse. She was so sensitive about her face being touched forever that it's taken us so long to even be able to touch her face at all. And so we've had some pretty big moments with her lately, and she's starting to make some progress, but Honey's just a really challenging horse, and so she's one that'll probably end up being with us for a long time until she can get over all that stuff. So we haven't measured her officially yet, but we're guessing she's probably around 15.2, 15.3 hands, somewhere in there. She's a pretty big girl, and we didn't know that she had all this really pretty dappling in her coat when we first got her, because she had her winter coat. So when she shed out, we were like, oh my gosh, you are just fabulous. And she seems like she's a really sweet horse, but she is just very fearful and timid, and so she's just taken a long time to kind of come out of her shell at all. But like I said, we're starting to make some progress with her now, and so it's been really fun to watch that progress and watch her come out of her shell more and more. Probably my proudest moment with Honey is we had to load her in the trailer the other day to come here, and she's not halter broke yet. So we had to just load her basically out our corral gate, and it did take us a couple hours just because we wanted to go slow with her, and you know, we'd have her take a step and reward her for that. But she was able to handle the whole move and trailer loading really well. When we trailer loaded her from the adoption facility to our house, she had a really hard time in the trailer. She was very scared and really kind of freaking out in there. And this last time was totally different. And right away when we unloaded her, she wasn't just off the wall freaked out. And so she's really settled in. She's only been here a couple days, and she's already settling in and being able to lay down flat and take naps and stuff like that. So she's really, even though it doesn't seem like we're making progress with her, really she has progressed quite a bit. As far as nicknames go, Honey, because she has what appears to be a rabbit on her side, she has her little eye and its nose and then its little ear here. We call her Honey Bunny or Hun Bun. And yeah, that's mainly her nicknames, huh? Honey Bunny, Hun Bun. Yeah, you're a good girl.
Also, it fits because one of my favorite food groups is honey buns.
Honey Buns?
Yeah.
And her name is Honey because from where she's from, around the Steens Mountain, there's a lake called Honeymoon Lake, and so we wanted to name her after some sort of something around that area where she came from. And so there's not a lot of feminine names in that area, and so we decided on Honey because of Honeymoon Lake. So that's why she's named Honey. She's also the color of honey. She also has a honey bunny on her, so.
She's also gonna be sweet one day.
She is, she already is sweet. She's just scared. Huh, you a sweet girl, yes. And we're starting to work on touching her forehead, and last night she almost kind of liked it being scratched. She's not sure. Huh, sweetie. Let me try again. Let me try again. Yeah, okay, ready? Yeah. Good girl. Oh, you're so brave, wow.
You're so brave. Yes, you are. You're so brave. Good girl. Yes, you're such a sweet girl. Can you give a horse hug? Ready? Okay. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl, my bud. Yes, you're so good. Yes, you're a good girl. My friend. They're very hard to catch. Wait, don't scratch on me yet. Get your halter tied. Come here. Come on, Marley. Should have groomed you all up. Look at your crazy mane. So this is Marley. She is a 2-year-old Mustang from the White Mountain HMA out of Wyoming. And we just got Marley about 2 months ago as a completely untouched horse. And she has just been doing awesome. She's really chill naturally, and she's really just excelled with her training. So she got the Mustang brand just like all the other ones. And yeah, and Marley, the plan with her is to just finish getting her gentled and then find her forever home. We'd like to adopt Mustangs and gentle them and then find them a really good home. So I know a lot of people don't want to do the gentling process or feel overwhelmed by it. And so that's what we're trying to do, is just get them gentled and then get them moved on to someone who's going to take them and train them and enjoy them. So Marley is about 13.3 hands tall when we last measured her. I did do the string test on her, and she'll probably be around 14.2, 14.3 when she matures. So she's not going to be real tall, but she's built like a little cow pony, I think, and she's very athletic, so she could go all different ways. She'd be really fun as like a little gymkhana pony or a cow working pony, or you know, if you're a smaller person and you like smaller equines, I think she's going to be awesome. So whether you want to do a little jumping, I think Marley could really go any direction, and she's so willing and sweet. So yeah, if you're interested in Marley, keep an eye out. When she's finished with her gentling, then she'll be available for adoption through us. So we're pretty happy with Marley. My proudest moment with Marley, man, I don't know. I think it took me like 4 minutes to get her haltered or something crazy, or maybe the neck tag, like 10 minutes to get her haltered, something crazy like that. She's just been super gentle and easy from day one. She was a little bit skeptical of things, as to be expected, but she's just been so chill and just such a sweet horse. And it's really hard for us not to just keep her forever and ever and ever, honestly. But if she was going to be taller, I think there's probably no chance we'd get rid of her. But since she's going to be smaller, we're just, you know, larger people, and I'm not sure she's going to get big enough for us. But she did so good with our nieces around, running and yelling and stuff. We even set them up on her back and just held on to them, and she was just like, cool, whatever. So kids horse, whatever, I think she's going to be awesome. So with more training. So she's pretty cool. I'm definitely going to be really sad whenever she ends up leaving, but I know we'll find her a good home, and hopefully whoever ends up with her keeps us posted on how she's doing. I would love that. So
We need lots of updates.
Lots of updates, please. Yes. I want to watch her grow up as much as I can. So Miss Marley, when I first got her, she seemed a little sassy, and she is a little bit sassy towards the others. She's a little spicy. And so I was like, maybe I'll name her Tamale. And then we ended up naming her Marley. And so now her nickname is Hot Tamarley. That's I think probably her only nickname. Marls, sometimes they call her Marls. Marls Barkley. So, yep.
She didn't get named Tamale because she's not spicy for the most part.
No,
she's
like
only
with
spicy
people?
to the new equines.
Yep. maybe cows in the future, huh? Would you be spicy towards cows? I feel like you would love chasing cows. But yeah, as far as people go, she's just the sweetest, nicest little horse you could ask for. I don't think there's a mean bone in her body. So yeah, her favorite spot to be scratched is clear back on her little belly. She just loves it. Oh yes. And yeah, she's just super gentle. So to only have her a couple months and she's already had the bareback pad on and gone for walks way outside the pen. She's already in a shorter fence with our herd and she's just doing awesome. Good girl. Hey buddy. Hey honey. Oh, you're so good. Oh. Are you ready to be caught? Yes. Are you ready? Yes. Oh, she's so good. Oh, you got it in your mouth. Let me see that. Good job, Cheyenne. You're getting so good at that. You're getting so good at that. So this is Cheyenne, and I should have Jason introduce this one because he's been working with her mainly, but she is a 2-year-old White Mountain filly. We just showed Marley, and we got Marley and Cheyenne at the exact same time. They rode in the trailer home together. So she's also a wild Mustang from the same herd management area as Marley. And she is, I forgot how tall she was. I think when we measured her, she was right around 14.1, somewhere in there. And she'll probably get to 15.1, somewhere in there, maybe a little bit taller. She's probably going to be a fairly decently sized horse. She is a very pretty red roan or strawberry roan, if you want to call her that. And she's been a lot of fun. So we've had her about 60 days. She was definitely more sensitive than the other ones, but she's starting to come along with her training as well. And she will also be one we'll most likely be rehoming soon. So you guys can stay tuned as far as that goes. And yeah, she's just been a really, really sweet girl. Her little quirky, goofy personality is starting to come out, and we really enjoy that. She's such a funny little girl.
So since I've been mostly the one working with Cheyenne, I'll say my proudest moment is honestly just the whole process with her. So she's the first Mustang that I have ever worked with, and she was not overly easy, but she was just forgiving enough that the process has gone super smoothly, and she's just been the perfect first Mustang. She's so pretty too.
As far as nicknames go, her name is Cheyenne, like the city in Wyoming. But we call her Shy Girl. Do you have any other nicknames for her? Yeah, Roni.
Yeah, Roni.
That's probably Jason's favorite. Calls her Roni. Roni Pony. So, yep, that's Cheyenne. She's really pretty. She's been a lot of fun. She's got a lot more training left to go. And then we'll rehome her. So, like I said, if you guys are interested in her or one of these other Mustangs that are going to be rehomed, follow along because we'll advertise on here when we're ready to get them into new homes.
So I will just add that for me, Cheyenne is going to be the hardest of these 3 White Mountain girls to rehome, just because not only is she my first Mustang, but she's a beautiful color and going to be a really nice size. And her mentality is actually really similar to Rooster's. And Rooster is just the best Mustang you could ever hope for. Is like keeping Cheyenne would be super tempting, but we really want to rehome these so that we can get some more and kind of keep this program rolling and help as many as we can. But Cheyenne is going to be a super tough one to find a new home for just on our end. I'm sure a lot of people will want her with that beautiful red roan color, but she's going to be a hard one to watch go out the driveway.
You're a silly girl. Yes, you're a silly girl. Good girl. Last but not least is Sue. So Sue is also from the White Mountain HMA, and she was herd mates. Well, I don't know if she was herd mates, but once they were rounded up and put in the facility where we got them from, Cheyenne and Sue were definitely buddies. And so we ended up going and adopting Cheyenne and Marley and left Sue there. And we kept thinking about her and decided that we were going to go back and get her. So we went back and adopted Sue a little over a month ago now. And so she came quite a bit later than these girls. And she has been really awesome. So the cool thing about her is she is a curly horse. It's a genetic coat mutation. It doesn't affect them negatively in any way health-wise, but it does make their coat really, really curly like this, their manes and tails. And there's different mutations, and it can express itself in different ways. But like the insides of her little ears are very, very curly. Her little fetlocks are curly. Her tail is very like brillowy and curly. And so we would love to do a genetic test. I haven't yet, but through the Curly Horse Association, I think she probably can be registered through that, and also to know what kind of mutation her coat is, like what gene mutation it is that she exhibits. It'd just be a lot of fun to see that. So her winter coat is definitely more curly than her summer coat. She kind of just has some waves in her coat right now, but she is also a 2-year-old. She's about, I would guess she's probably around 14 hands tall, if I had to guess. We haven't officially measured her, I guess, yet, although she would be totally fine with it. And yeah, she's been really awesome. She's built like a little bulldog, and which I think curlies naturally tend to be a little bit stouter, bigger horses from what I've seen, and they're not super common, but in her herd management area and a couple others in Wyoming, there are quite a few curly horses. Probably my proudest moment so far with Sue was actually loading her at the facility. When we backed over to the loading gate, our trailer door was open. It wasn't open very far, and she actually had to kind of like squeeze her way into the trailer, and she loaded really well. She has a pretty good mindset on her. She will get a little reactive about stuff. For the most part though, she's just super chill, and yeah, she's been really fun to get to know and see her little goofy personality come out. And yeah, we've only had her about 6 weeks, so we haven't known each other very long, but she's already come along a long ways, and is getting pretty gentle, and she's about ready for her first hoof trim anytime. I think she's ready, so that'll be good because her fronts are really long. So yeah, she's an awesome girl. As far as nicknames, because she is a curly, we obviously have to call her Curly Sue. And when she's being naughty, we call her Susan, like that. I also call her Sue Sue, or just Curly. Do you have any other nicknames for her? She's very itchy.
I think that's it.
She's a goofy girl. Cheyenne messed your halter up, huh? Yeah. Cheyenne, did you do that? Don't you use your teeth on me, ma'am. Oh, you're good. Hey, don't eat my hair. Susan. Let's fix your halter. There you go. But yeah, we've just been having a really fun time with these crazy Mustang girls. You could tell they're very wild. They've all just been basically a breeze to gentle. Even though Cheyenne was a little touchy at first, she's really getting friendly fast. And so is Sue. She's awesome. So again, Sue will be looking for a forever home as soon as she's gentled and we feel like she's gonna be successful in a new home. She does love butt scratches. So if you're thinking about getting Sue, be prepared to give her some butt scratches, because that is her favorite thing in the entire world, huh? That's all she wants in life, is some booty scratches. Yes. Good girl. So now that you've met our entire herd of our crazy horses and mules, let us know in the comments below who you're most excited about following. Curly Susan, Cheyenne, Honey, Marley, Clyde, Riata, Josie, Taz, Rooster. I think I named them all.
Mesa.
Mesa. Can't forget Mesa.
How dare you?
Oh my gosh, Sue.